Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Oh, angels sent from up above, you know you make my world light up.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first International Student Conference on Business, Education, Economy, Accounting, and Management. This conference is conducted by the Faculty of Economics of Universitas Negeri Jakarta in collaboration with Singapore International University Bangladesh, University Teknologi Mara Malaysia, Dhaka International University Bangladesh, Istanbul Aral University Turkey.
The Honorable Professor Ustaz Zuhud MSc PhD, Dean of Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman from Daffodil International University of Bangladesh, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Azwa binti Ambat from University Teknologi Mara Malaysia, Dr. Aylin Erdogdu from Istanbul Arel University, Turkey, to whom we respect Ms. Rahmi, SAMSM, the Chairman of International Student Conference on Business, Education, Economic, Accounting and Management 2023, Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD from Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Indonesia. And our warmest greetings to all students and guests. It's an honor and precious opportunity for us, Misha Mareta
and Ahmad Chehal
from Duta Universitas Negeri Jakarta to host you on this occasion. And we would like to inform all guests and attendees there will be an attendance form and also an evaluation form at the end of the session, and that will be given through the Zoom meeting chat box below. And please fill the attendance and also evaluation form at the end of the session. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proceeding to the next agenda. Let us sing the national anthem, Indonesia Raya. For the operator team, the time is yours. Thank you for the operator teams.
The next agenda will be a prayer that will be led by Mr. Adnan Kasofi, MBA. For Mr. Adnan Kasofi, MBA, the time is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In order to seek the blessing for this agenda from the God Almighty, let me guide you to pray in Islamic way. As for non-religions, will follow their own way. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. O Allah, the Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate and most merciful. We gather here today as students from different corners of the globe, united by a common quest for knowledge and understanding. We seek your guidance and blessing as we embark on this international student conference. Almighty Allah, we are grateful for the diversity that surrounds us. We acknowledge that you have created us in the nations and tribes to know one another. We beseech you to instill in our hearts the virtues of tolerance, respect, and empathy for our fellow human beings, regardless of their background and belief. O Allah, bless this gathering with your wisdom and knowledge. Grant us the ability to learn from one another, to appreciate the beauty of our difference, and to build bridges of understanding that transcend cultural and linguistic boundaries. As we engage in discussions and share our experience, we pray for enlightenment and open-mindedness. May our interactions be filled with mutual respect and a genuine desire to foster peace and harmony in this world. Oh Allah, we ask you for your guidance for the organizers, speakers, and also all the participants of this conference. May their efforts be guided by sincerity and commitment to making a positive impact on the global community. We seek your protection and well-being for everyone present here. Bless us with fruitful discussion, meaningful connections, and a sense of unity that transcends our difference. O Allah, accept our humble gathering and make it means for us to grow intellectually, spiritually, and morally. In your name, the most merciful, we invoke these blessings. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Adnan Kasafi MBA, for the prayer given.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear the welcome speech that will be delivered by the Dean of the Faculty of Economic Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Before the welcome speech, there will be a video bumper for operator teams. The time is yours. To Professor Usef Suhud, MSc PhD, the time is yours.
Checking. Is it okay? All right. So good morning, everyone. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta. We would like to welcome all of you to be in this platform for this students conference. This is the first students conference. We plan to be for the next year. It would be not only one in a year, but twice, because of what? Because we are so excited having all of you today, and it is surprising because all the participants coming from 14 countries. So I would like to welcome all the speakers, all the participants, and of course the committee of this conference. So we designed this conference as an avenue for all students in the world, and to be accessed and to be recognized as an international scholar, not just in your university, but across the globe. And I hope this avenue would encourage you to speak up, to tell the story about your research journey, and to make you sondable. I mean, to make people listen to your story, listen to your research results. So have fun for everyone and good luck. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Professor Usef Suhud, MSc PhD.
All distinguished guests, we are now proceeding to our main agenda. All distinguished guests, we are proceeding to our main agenda, the first International Student Conference on Business, Education, Economics, Accounting, and Management. Our keynote session speaker will be Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman from Daffodil International University, Bangladesh. And we would like to introduce Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman. Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman, born in October 15, 1981 in Bangladesh. Dr. Muhammad Azizur have a PhD in Finance in Department of Finance of Faculty of Business Economics, University of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and also have a master's degree in finance in University of Chittagong, Bangladesh, and have a bachelor degree in finance and banking in University of Chittagong, Bangladesh. Dr. Muhammad Azizur also have many awards, honors, and grants. The first one will be the 3 mini thesis competition winner in 2022, an international competition organized by the University of Malaya, Malaysia. Also, Yayasan Khazanah Asia Scholarship in PhD in October 2018, and also Research Grant Sandy 2018 with the title Impact of Environmental Policies and Regulations on the Economic Development of Bangladesh, also winning the Best Paper Award in 3 different international conferences, also President Award in Bangladesh Scouts, and also Zila Porishad stipend for SSC results, and also scholarships at primary and junior school level. And Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman had published many journals for these past 13 years, international years. And now, please welcome Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman. For Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman, the time is yours, sir.
Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. Actually, since my childhood, I always try to improve my quality. I always try to challenge myself to adapt the new technology in the academia. And also, I want to distribute my acquired knowledge to the future generation of this world. I believe if everyone can solve any of the problems of the society, we will definitely ensure our better livable world in the future. My name is Muhammad Azizur Rahman. I just did my PhD from University of Malaya with EIS and Khazanah Scholarship. Honorable Chair of this prestigious International Student Conference, distinguished guests, and my dear students, very good morning to all of you. I'm very happy and privileged to have you in this program. And I'm very lucky to share my research issue with you. I hope this issue will help you to understand what is PhD and what you need to do during your PhD journey. And of course, every student has the dream to find the problem of the society during their PhD. And also, they are very eager to, to make a boundary toward the theoretical understanding of the problem. And they want to solve with the scientific research methodology to solve or to find the potential probable solution of this problem. To me, this is called research, finding of problems, and based on the scientific literature and methodology, how do you propose your probable solution of that problem that you have found in your life, right? So I'm going to share my part of my PhD with you so that everyone can understand what actually going on that issues. Let me share my slides with you. May I able to share? can you share my slides? I have given to you as well, or I need maybe the host permission to share my slides. Okay, now I can share my slides. Thank you. Can you see my slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Imagine thousands of doctors or a group of doctors are taking serious care of a patient, right? And the patient's condition is going to worsen or has become very bad day by day. I think this is not any expected situation for any doctors in this world, or even not to the patients, and even not to the patient's relatives, right? So think about the world. The global leaders have taken so many initiatives to minimize or to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions, but the carbon dioxide emission is increasing day by day, and it is increase or forcing the increasing temperature in the world, right? So it's directly threatening the existence of human civilization in this world, and we don't have planet B, right? We need to survive in this world. We need to protect our world livable, make it livable to the future generation. Based on this concept, actually, I started my PhD journey with the impact of environmental policies on the the effects on the farm level initiatives. In my study, or today, I'm going to present evaluating the impact of regional greenhouse gas initiative on US farms market competitiveness. Of course, I'm representing Professor Ruby Ahmed and Professor Islin Ismail. They're very giant professor in University of Malaya. Also, Prof. Ruby is the advisor, financial advisor of Bank Negara Malaysia. So I'm so lucky to have these two authors with me and to establish my research concept as well. Currently, I'm working as associate professor and associate head of the Department of Business Administration. And also I'm contributing for the betterment of the quality of my faculty as a SSB accreditation committee, as a convener of SSB accreditation committee. So this research issue actually on the 3-minute thesis presentation, well, the University of Malaya was organized 3 minutes thesis talk with, it was an international competition, and luckily I'm very happy to share with you I was one of the winner of that competition. And if you can use this barcode, I think you can able to let more know about thesis presentation and the video of thesis presentation as well. So let's talk about, I told you the global leaders have taken so many initiatives to protect the carbon dioxide emissions, right? So in case of the background of the environmental initiative, so far the global leaders have did to protect the high carbon dioxide emission. As you know, all of you know, I think, the Kyoto Protocol and the Paris Agreement, right? And also the United Nations has considered so many initiatives in their sustainable development goals since 2015. Goal number 7, goal number 9, goal number 12, and goal number 13. All are focusing on the climate change issues, right? And also, as I'm focusing on the US regulation, United States of America also introduced so many regulations to minimize their high carbon dioxide emissions, right? And look at the left bottom side of these slides. There is a trend of total energy consumption in USA, right? It is increasing 1950 to 2019. It is continuously increasing. It's indicate that all the regulations actually fail to achieve their ultimate target to minimize the carbon dioxide emissions. So these are the environmental initiatives, but we don't have much more idea about the farm level initiatives. Let's talk about the farm level initiatives. Experts argued that the increase the production or increase the production tendency, and also the lack of cleaner production process. We are producing more, but this production is become the causes of use of energy, and the high use of energy is pushing the carbon dioxide emission in the upward trend, right? So the lack of cleaner production is also is very significant effects are pushing to high carbon dioxide emissions. And use of fossil fuels and profit motives and market competitiveness. You know, the global leaders are focusing on the profit motives, and also they want to ensure the economic development of the country. For the economic development of the country, they has to focus on their high production, on their GDP, and they need to extend their market in the global market. So this kind of market competition is also influencing here. And the effect, of course, we have so many effects are experiencing in the current world, but all these are macro effect, you know, increasing temperature, biodiversity, environmental sustainability, increased sea level, and natural disaster. We are the Bangladeshi people are also, you know, facing very, very extremely bad effects of the environment, especially in the seashore, because of the increase of sea level in our country. Each and every year, thousands of people become the climate migrants in our country, and they are become vulnerable and their life become threatened because of this kind of natural disaster. Actually, these issues and these you know, the extremely bad effects are always chasing me to find the solution of this problem. But we don't have much more idea about the farm level. As I am from the finance background, I try to address this issue. I try to find this problem and always try to, you know, to solve this problem, how we can contribute to solve this climate change issue to make our future life livable in this world. Expert also suggest that there are so many ways to minimize this issue, and the first one is decrease use of fossil fuels to improve the carbon dioxide emission, improve farms environmental attitudes through the green innovation. Yes, the expert proposed some solution. If this production process is, you know, the green, or if the farm are focusing on the green innovation, then we might able to control the high carbon dioxide emission in the world. So experts or the scholars try to find out the solution of this problem. Of course, the implementation of carbon mitigation scheme and implementations of regulations is very vital to encourage the green innovation, or to encourage not to put so many effects, bad effects in the environment. And the stakeholders' pressure is important. You know, the stakeholders, the customer, the producer, regulators, stakeholders are very important to to build up the awareness and to make it push for the green attitude or the building of green attitudes among the farms or in the farm's production process. So, as I told you earlier, look at here in the left side of these slides. Global leaders have taken so many initiatives. The climate change issues are directly threatening the future of human civilization. And why? If you ask why this is happening, it is the rapid industrialization and the global competitiveness. Of course, so many regulations are imposing in the world or within the country, it will definitely create the regulation choice dilemma. We call here, it is the regulation choice dilemma. We have, excuse me, we have so many regulations imposed in the many countries, but we don't know which policy is very good or which policy is acceptable or which policy has the positive impact on the farm level carbon dioxide emissions. Regulation increase the cost, reduce the productivity, and hurt countries' industrialization and economic growth. And also, we have found that the rising temperature and decreasing green initiatives indicate we are unsuccessful to find the effective solution. What does the carbon emission trading policy? This is very new policy as implemented in the developed countries, and also some developing countries are also focusing on the carbon trading emission policy. So look at here, the carbon trading emission policy is, set the benchmark for emitters or the high benchmark of the emitters. They set the cap, and if any farm cross this cap, they must have to enter into the market to buy their additional carbon dioxide emission from the market. So in this study, we focusing on the regional greenhouse gas initiative. We called it RGGI. Look at here, the RGGI is a US policy, and the RGGI is a regional policy. It's not a national policy. It's a regional policy. 10 northeastern states of the USA is imposing or introducing this policy. Look at the top left bottom side of the slide, the green shaded area. We call the implementation of RGGI, we call it is the treatment states, because they have introduced the regulation to minimize the carbon dioxide emissions, especially from their power sector. And all other states of USA, the remaining 40 states of the USA, we call here the control states. And RGGI is, the setting a target for the farms to participate or allows to emit. And after crossing the, high emitter, those who are emitting high emitting carbon dioxide, they have to focus on the buying this additional carbon dioxide from the market, so that they will have the pressure to control their carbon dioxide emissions. So far, the introduce of RGGI has some positive effect in the regulated states. Look at here, these are the 10 northeastern states of New Hampshire and Massachusetts and the Rhode Island. So many 10 states, they are introducing the regulation, especially the carbon trading policy they have adopted, and the rest of the states are not consider this regulation. So that's the separation between the treatment is happened for minimizing the carbon dioxide emissions within the regulated states, and some states where the regulation are not implemented, we call it the control state. So the main issue is here, focus is this study, how does the regional greenhouse gas initiative affects farms' market competitiveness? As I told you earlier, the industrialization and the competition in the market, how much we need to produce, how much we can able to increase our sales, and how much profit we can able to increase year on year, right? This is called the very basic understanding of the market competition. We all want to be the leader, right, in the market. That's called the very basic understanding of the market competitiveness. So this research question is guiding us to find the research objective as well, right? To evaluate the impact of US regional greenhouse gas initiative on the market competitiveness, right? So far, the theoretical development in this area during the PhD, especially in the high-ranked university or within the good universities, or if you want to pursue your PhD with very high impact or quality study, you must need to have the understanding about the theoretical understanding, right? So there are so many theories has implemented or are stated the relationship between implementations of this regulation or this kind of regulation, and then they must need focuses on the issues where the connection then happen between the policy and the impact. Just a minute, I am coming back. Sorry, I'm traveling from outside of my country. Right now, I'm traveling in Malaysia. So yeah, I'm sorry for any inconvenience. Anyway, the theoretical development in this issue is the Jones-Hicks model we call the induced innovation theory. They argued that high production factor price forced to use it less, right? When we have the high production factor prices become very high, we must force to use less in our production, right? That's called the induced innovation theory. And also there is a gradual development in 1934 by Schumpeter's view, and also the Quast theorem in 1960s, and also the Arrow's view in 1962, and the Knott's free rider in 1981. But the most recent development is 1991 and 1995, which is known as the Porter hypothesis, right? Porter argued that adequately structured environmental regulation can lead to an increase in farm competitiveness. Porter actually challenged the traditional views, and they argued that if the regulation is adequately structured, or if the regulation is, very acceptable and flexible but strict, then this policy can able to increase the farm's market competitiveness, right? But in this theoretical discussion, this study found that there is a debate between the new classical economist view and the Porter's view. New classical economists argued that regulation increase cost and reduce productivity, profitability, and hurt a country's industrialization and economic growth. But Professor Michael Porter has challenged this view, and he stated that the environment, or any kind of policy do not hurt the farm's growth. It's rather push to the to increase the innovation, as well as this innovation is help to get the competitive advantage in the market. This study focused on the strong version of this hypothesis, because followed by Professor Michael Porter, Professor Jeffrey Palmer, and Embeck, they have separate and divide this hypothesis with the weak version, strong version, and the narrow version. My study, or our study, is focuses on the a strong version of this hypothesis. The first one is that the environmental regulation can lead to increase in farm competitiveness. So based on these issues, or based on this theory, we want to test empirically, actually, does this theory or does this hypothesis exist in the market of USA or not, right? So let's check about the previous findings, recent findings. These papers are published in very high-tier journals, and also this summary actually telling you the all of the farm level studies and the different similar type of environmental regulations are examined in the different countries, especially in China and some other countries. Many authors have tested the implementation of this kind of regulation on the farms, market competitiveness, farm performance, productivity, and some other issues they have considered. And of course, these studies are based on the panel data, where the many farms and many years is considered, right? So based on their study, you can see in the right side, the summary of the findings is rejected, right? And some are supporting in favor of the existence of Porter hypothesis, and some are rejecting. It's indicate that we have still much more to do in this area, right? This is the summary, and look at the summary of the previous findings. Like, theoretically, Porter hypothesis stated that flexible but strict and well-managed policy stimulate innovation activities, which increase performance and ability to compete in the market. Many scholars have stated this hypothesis empirically, but the results are inconclusive. So we have so many issues we can need to solve through this study. The previous farm level studies mostly examine the European emission trading system and the Chinese emission trading schemes, which are freely allocation-based scheme and criticized for being inconclusive due to free or over allocation carbon allowances. This is the main issue actually. The previous regulations which was implemented in European countries and the China, they are mostly focuses on the free allocation. It's meaning that they have allocate, it's called the grandfathering. They have allocate the carbon carbon cap, or they have the allocation of the carbon benchmark, floor and cap, and distributed it to the company. And the company, if they produce more of, they cross the cap, they will have to enter into the market to buy the carbon from the market. But the RGGI, the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, which was implemented in USA, though it is regional, but it is focusing on the fully auction-based policy. It means from the very beginning, the farm has to enter into the market. They need to participate in the auction process so that they can collect or buy their carbon, which they want to or they plan to produce in this year or in a particular year. That's why this policy has no criticize of over allocation complaint. But still, there is no study focuses on this issue. So based on this, the criticism, whether this over-allocation or free allocation has any impact on the farms market competitiveness on this, the policy impact analysis. To fill this gap, this study aims to determine how the US regional greenhouse gas initiatives, a fully auction-based carbon emission trading system, affects farms' ability to compete in the market. So this is the way you can able to, or we can able to, develop our hypothesis from based on the empirical previous studies and also the practical understanding of the mechanism of RGGI. At the bottom, at the left side, the blue shaded figures will give you the idea. Actually, look at here based on the empirical and the practical understanding. ETS, we call the emission trading system, distinct properties influence the farm performance because they have to, the ETS is a system where every farm can buy and sell their carbon in the market, and the authorities actually gain revenue for this spread between the buying price and the selling price, right? And then the authorities have earned the revenue, and then they redistribute this amount of money for the green development, or they're providing the subsidies for the farms so that farm cannot face any pressure for the implementation of this regulation, right? So RGGI is unique properties is the reimbursing the auction revenue for the green development as well as the customer benefits. RGGI is directly distributing their revenue for to the customers, right, to the citizens of that particular states, so that the regulation can influence or increase the electricity or utility bills, right? So that the citizen cannot have any pressure or additional pressure because of this regulation, right? That's why the study revealed the first hypothesis is that the RGGI positively affects the market competitiveness in the regulated sector. Keep in your mind, I always try to guide you. The RGGI is a special types of regulation where the policy is not introduced in the nation, or they have considered the only 10 states, and also they do not cover all the sectors or all the industry are available in that particular states, right? They only focus on the energy sector or energy power sector. That's why we call it the regulated sector, as they are pushing the energy firms to buy or to sell or to trade in the market, and they has to limit their carbon dioxide emissions. And also the policy has the spillover effect, the policy, every every mandatory policy has the spillover effect, because some of the big firms, those who are very aware about the market competitiveness, they must take some proactive response to the high compliance cost. The regulation is always pushing the firms to more invest, or to more to more high cost generating initiatives. Because of the regulation, they will have to pay more to compliance this regulation, right? As well as we are shifting, the generation is shifting from the technology to high technology, right? Or we are living in the high-tech society. So this technology is, or technological advancements pushes the firms to innovate, or to concern about the the less hazardous to the society or to the world, right? As also the RGGI is, distributing the revenue for the citizens, that they're providing the subsidies to the citizens. It also build up the awareness among the citizens, right? And some of the environmentalists also are trying to build up the awareness about the environmental issues. So this create the demand pull for the green products, right? And also the policy has the spillover effect. So based on this proactive or technological advancement and the awareness of the demand pull and the spillover effects of the mandatory regulation, this study also proposed another hypothesis. The second hypothesis is the RGGI has an impact on the market competitiveness in the non-regulated sector as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this study is focusing on the quantitative nature of the study, and this study is also considered the quasi-experimental study. It's we are focusing on the causal effect. The causes happen because of the implementation of regulation, and we are measuring what effect actually has on the firm's ability to compete in the market, right? That's why this study is the quasi-experimental study. As I told you earlier, the main challenge was, to separate the firms, those who are from the regulated sector and what the firms are from the non-regulated sector, to separate this regulated sector and the firms from the non-regulated sector. This study also consider some multi-stage process, right? This is the selection of the firms. At first, we have select the firms, those who are listed in the major stock exchange of America, and then we have found out the regulated sector, which is called the energy power sector. And then finally, we have gradually excluded the firms. Finally, we have select 110 firms for the non-regulated sector, right? And from the non-regulated sector, it's indicating that we have select 110 firms from the energy power sector, and this energy power sector is also separated by separating the regulated states. We have found 25 firms from the regulated states. That means 10 northeastern states of USA, and also they are from the power sector, right? And then we have found that 85 firms are from the non-regulated states, right? We have the rest 40 states in the United States, right? So we have found 85 firms. They are from the power sector, but they are not from the regulated states. Also, we have followed this policy in case of the non-regulated firms. So this is the selection of firms. After the selection of firms, this study considered actually the variable and data, how we can measure the effects of market competitiveness, or how we can control the other effects in between the implementation of regulation and the impact of market and its impact on the market competitiveness, right? So this is the implementation. It is the rigorous process to select the dependent variable or the independent variable in the study, right? The main issue is that here, for the selection of the proxy or for the selection of variable, we must need to be very, very choosy, right? It should be published in the very renowned journal. Otherwise, everyone will, argue that this proxy is not appropriate for this policy or this the measuring this event or this issue, right? So if you have, or if we have the ability to cite, this proxy has been used in that paper, and this paper is published in that journal, right? So this weight can, will make it easier to protect the study. And we also follow this technique to minimize the other's effect, or to choose the best proxy to measure the market competitiveness. And of course, this study separate the regulation, the regulation of, we call the RGGI. Look at here, the RGGI is, it is the equal to 1 if the firm's headquarter is located within the regulated states or 10 northern states of the USA, otherwise it is 0. We also put the year dummy, to make it the before implementation of regulation and to separate the after implementation of regulation. We also use the dichotomous variable, or we call the dummy variable here. It is the one if the firm is, if the year is 2010 or 2009 or higher, because the regulation has implemented in 2009. So after 2009, it is considered as a regulated. It is separated by 1, and otherwise it is 0. If the year is less than 2009, 2008, 7, 6, like this, then we consider the 0 to separate the before and after effects of the regulation, right? And we consider so many control variables. Everybody has to specify or to reveal the clear effect. Everybody has to control some other factors that are really pushing the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. We control the firm's Tubin skew and also the firm's profile by indicating the operating profit margin, and also the firm's operating ability, firm's growth and business ability, firm age, size of the firm, leverage. These are highly related with the market competitiveness as well, right? So we control this to find the real effect or the actual effect of the implementation of the policy. This is called the selection of variables we have considered in this study. So, yes,
we have 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
So look at here, this study consider, the benchmark regression model. We have used the benchmark regression model. This is the synthetic control model. This study used the synthetic control model. Synthetic control model actually help us to separate the effects of the regulated firms and the non-regulated firms. But the main challenge is to find the comparable the regulated firms. We have the regulated firm. Suppose we pushing the injection in our body, and then we want to test the effects of this injection in our body. So in that case, we need to find the similar another Azizur Rahman, which can be very comparable compared to the age, size, and color, reason, many things. So the main issue is that the synthetic control model help us to find the synthetic group by considering the same other issues, right? Or considering all the issues we are considering in this study. Synthetic control model help us to find out the very comparable synthetic group, which can be very comparable to the RGGI group, right? Look at here, we have focuses also on some, we have used the benchmark regression, as well as we have some robustness tests. The results should be cross-checked by using the many other techniques. We have used the difference in difference techniques. This is very popular techniques for policy evaluation. We also use the propensity score matching. We also use some dynamic panel estimation, placebo test, alternative measures. We have used many the robustness test to justify our result. So this is the conditions of the benchmark, the robustness test is the DID. We called it the difference in difference model. This model help us to find out the effects before implementation of regulation within the control group and the treated group, right? That's the before and after, and between the treated and control group. So this is the focuses we have considered this issue here. Look at here. Now we need to talk about the results. Look at here. I told you earlier, the synthetic control method will help us to find out the group, which is very similar. Look at the average here. It is 50, like very similar. When it is similar, they will count the weight they consider to find the better position. Look at here, we can have found the similar and the high weight. This synthetic model is very recently innovated policies. Professor Ebadi is introduced this policy, and it is very effective policy to effective model to evaluate the policy as well. Look at here, we have the data, right? The actual data. If we do not use the synthetic control model, the left side model is happen here, right? There is a gap after the implementation of RGGI. RGGI is implemented in 2009, and after this implementation, we have got a very significant difference between the RGGI group and other states, right? It's indicating that RGGI has significant effect, right? And then, but look at here, the before the implementation of the regulation, there is a still gap. So the main issue is that the parallel trend. The parallel trend means before implementation of regulation, in the right side of the slides, there is a graph. You can find the before implementation of regulation, there is a very similar, or you can call the identical trend before the implementation of regulation. And as well as we have found the significant effect after the implementation of regulation, which is indicate that actually the policy or the impact of RGGI has a positive and significant effect on firms' ability to compete in the market, right? The main issue is that we have also observed the unregulated sector as well, but we have found the negative trend. It's indicating that the policy or the carbon trading policy to minimize the carbon dioxide emission help us, or it's not hurt the firm's ability to compete in the market. So that's why this policy is considered as a flexible, economical, and the political viable policy. And this policy is, the one of the fastest growing the environmental policy since the 1960s. So the main issue is that this policy can be the game changer policy in the future. So everybody, once you become the future leader of our nations or of your nations, definitely you should think about differently how the policy or what the policy structure should be to minimize the carbon dioxide emission, as well as the farms, to not to hurt the farm's ability to compete in the market. I think we will discuss later if we get another opportunity to discuss this issue. But from this now, you can consider the environmental policy as well as its impact, because every students from the different discipline should have focus on this climate change issues, right? If we do not raise our hand, if you do not raise our voice, we cannot able to make sure the future world will be livable for the future generation. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, I think if you find any limitations of my study, definitely it will be help us to make a future collaboration, right? If you challenge, I will give you my ResearchGate link. If you find that any limitations of my study, definitely if you challenge me, we will work together in the future endeavor. Thank you so much for your time and patience here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muhammad Azizur, for the amazing keynote session about how the RGGI regulations has a positive, significant effect on the firm's ability in the market and also minimize the carbon dioxide emission in the environment for the future generations. It was very inspiring. And sir, before we end our keynote session today, we would like to give a certificate to Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman, and we would like to invite Mrs. Rahmi S.A. MSM, the chairman of this International Student Conference, to give the certificate to Dr. Muhammad Azizur Rahman.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dr. Azizur Rahman, thank you for graciously accepting our invitation to be the keynote speaker at our event today. Your insights were truly valuable and we appreciate your time and expertise. I'm looking forward to having many collaboration with you in the future. Thank you very much, Dr. Azizur Rahman.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm also very privileged and very happy to share my idea. I always love to share my idea with my future generation. Whenever I got the chance, I always try to share and try to encourage with my students, my young colleagues, so that they has to find out any problem of the society, as well as they can propose the potential solution of that problem. I believe that it's a, the generation to generation change, right? They are all of my students, all of my colleagues, our young colleagues are the future generation, right? They has to take the responsibility to protect our world. Thank you so much for inviting me. And of course, the Daffodil International University is very open to accept any kind of global collaboration. We are also focusing on the SSB accreditation. And also Bangladesh is very loved and very, very beautiful country. If you have any chance to visit Bangladesh, please let me know. I will arrange the accommodation at my university.
Of course, I'll let you know, Dr. Azizur. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Assalamualaikum everyone. My brightest future
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
generation.
wabarakatuh.
Please wake up and think about the problem of the society and try to solve the problem of the society. Thank you so much for inviting me and for your patience hearing. Assalamualaikum everyone.
Dr. Azizur Rahman and also Mrs. Rahmi, we would like to invite you for a documentation session for today, and we would like to guide you for this session. Maybe for the operator teams, is everyone ready? We're going to count from 3 to 1. Okay, let's begin. 3, 2, 1. And once more with the certificate as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Azizur Rahman and also Mrs. Rahmi SAMSM for this amazing keynote session. Also, it's very inspiring. Thank you very much once more.
Thank you.
Going to our next agenda, there will be the panel discussion, and our first speaker will be Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat from University Teknologi Mara, Malaysia, and will be moderated by Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, from Faculty of Academic of Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Before we proceed to the panel discussion, let us introduce our moderator, Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD. So I want to introduce our moderator, Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, and curriculum vitae. Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, is a lecturer in management and the head of the Entrepreneurship Laboratory at the Faculty of Academic, Universitas Negeri Jakarta. He served as an expert staff in the field of education at the National Customer Protection Agency, BPKN, of the Republic of Indonesia. He completed his undergraduate studies in management at the Faculty of Academic and Business, Hasanuddin University. He pursued his master's degree in marketing management at the Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Indonesia. Dr. Sadat initiated his doctoral program in management and business at the Norwich Business School, NBS, UAE, United Kingdom, and completed at the Southern Taiwan University of Science and Technology in Taiwan. His research focused on institutional forgetting. Dr. Sadat has extensive teaching experience in the fields of management, organization, entrepreneurship, and marketing in several postgraduate programs such as PPS UE, MM-UE, MM-UNILA, MM-USU, MM-UNJ, and the doctoral program S3, IM-UNJ, MM, IBM, ASMI, and many more. He also served as a teaching assistant at NBS in the United Kingdom at the STUST School of the Business in Taiwan. As a guest lecturer, he contributed to the doctoral program in Business and Management at the Philippine Women University, at the Faculty of Business, Economic and Accountancy at the University Malaysia Sabah. Actively engaged as independent consultant and trainer, Dr. Sadat has worked with various companies, including state-owned experience BUMN, private entrepreneurs, family business, MSMEs, and Bank Perkreditan Rakyat BPR, and many more. For Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sahal, for your kind introduction. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to say welcome to all the participants. From my list here, there are 310 participants and spread around 15 countries. So welcome. Welcome to the International Student Conference on Business, Economic, Accounting, and Management 2023. And this event held by Faculty of Economics, Jakarta State University. And today we have very interesting topics. Yeah, the topic is driving sustainability business in a volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity world through innovation and education. Okay, just cross in my mind, one of Belgian physical chemists, his name is Prigogine, say that the future is full of uncertainty. But this kind of uncertainty is a chance for scientific scholar to come up with solution. Yeah, and then this is the very bottom heart of human creativity. So hopefully today we meet together here in the conference, we can doing like exchange speak up of research, idea, paper, and many things here. We discuss about how to face this condition. And also here, if you look at the conference topic, we're covering many areas. It's very comprehensive because there are so many subjects here. So it's been that there will be a place to you to like doing exchange idea, doing discussion, and so on. And today, also we have, basically we have two sessions with two speakers, honorable speaker. The first one is Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ahmad from University Technology Mara, Malaysia. And later, the second one, Dr. Aylin Erdogu from Istanbul Iron University. And for the first one, the first session, obviously, I will say welcome to our honorable speaker, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ahmad from the University Technology Mara, Malaysia. Welcome, Professor. Are you here, Professor, with us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. Okay, before we go through to the presentation, I think very nice presentation today. Allow me to introduce Dr. Sylvia first. Dr. Sylvia, he has position as Associate Professor from the Faculty of Business Management, University Technology Mara, UITM Sabah branch, Malaysia. As you know, like 2-3 months ago, I have been in University Sabah, Malaysia. Hopefully one day we can meet there. Yeah, University Technology Mara, Malaysia. So he got the bachelor degree in management technology in 2003, also from University Technology Malaysia, UTM, Sukai Johor. Master degree, Master of Business Administration, 2008, in University Malaysia Sabah. and also PhD in Economics and Muamalah Administration in April 2014. So her area of specialization is entrepreneurship and management. Okay, there are so many papers here, there are so many awards, but I will pick up the notable papers here. The newest paper is 2022, his own. The title is A Systematic Literature Review and Social Entrepreneurial Intention, Citation, Thematic Analysis, and the Future Research Direction. So this is very nice, I think, very nice paper. So it will guide us to the future research. She also has notable awards in 2022. There are 3 awards here. Winner of UITM Top Talent Man Award, Borneo Zone, Excellent Publication Award 2022, and Anugerah Academic University 2022 from AAU. And here also she got awards, Innovation Award. The project is called Agropreneur Application. She got a gold medal at the 4th Virtual International Breakthrough in Invention, Innovation, and Design Exhibition. It's held on 25 May 2022. So Dr. Sylvia has a complete background, not only teaching and publishing, but also has inventing something, to solve the problems. So we got some insight, and also inspired from her achievement. Dr. Sylvia, we have 1 hour for this session. You have 45 minutes, I think less than 45 minutes for delivering your presentation. And the rest, 15 minutes, we have question and answer. So we can look at here is 9:50. So at least you have 10:20. You should be finished for your presentation, and we carry on for the question and answer. So please welcome Dr. Sylvia. It's time to deliver your presentation. My pleasure, please.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Thank you very much, Dr. Andy Muhammad Sadat. First of
Very
all,
clear, Professor.
all right. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the organizer, and congratulations to UNJ and all the cohorts for successfully organizing this very, I think it's grand conference. We have almost more than 300 presenter who will be presenting the papers today, and thank you for the opportunity to share my experience and knowledge. Okay, so I would like to share my presentation slide today. All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum everyone. Assalamualaikum. Good morning everyone. Selamat pagi. Okay. Let me minimize my slide first. Okay. This is me. Just call me Dr. Bell or Dr. Nabila from UITM Sabah branch. My topic for today actually is related to the themes of this conference. VUCA. This is the words that are related to what happening in today's business environment. It's unpredictable, is uncertainty, volatile, complexity, and ambiguity. So this is a very good theme for a conference and very creative. So today is a very empowering the future, youth in agropreneurship for sustainable food security. So basically, this is the topic of my sharing for today. Why I choose youth? Because all of you are youth here, and youth are the future. And why agropreneurship? have you heard about agropreneurship before? Maybe agriculture, maybe entrepreneurship. Yeah. So if you ever heard about the term agropreneurship before, can you drop in the comment if you heard about it? Um, you can type yes. If never heard about it, maybe you can type no. And of course, when we talk about agriculture, it is related to food security, where we are talking all over the world. We are talking about food security nowadays. And in SDG, there are 17 goals. Number one and number two is related closely with food security and agriculture, where the aim by 2030 is to make sure no poverty and zero hunger. So to support this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and of course, every nation aiming for this by 2030. So today, I'm really like to get the intention to all the youth, all the audience here, that food security is alarming. All right, so this is the recent publication from me as a leader, and of course, five of my team member. This is a policy brief on the development of youth agropreneur policy and framework for food security, sustainability, and poverty reduction. This is sponsored by Masa Policy Development Program, MPDP, in Malaysia. And what I'm going to present today actually is based on the findings that we discover during this during our 6-month research. Okay, so as an introduction, as we know, it is widely known that agriculture is essential to reduce poverty, sustain food security, and reduce unemployment. Of course, agriculture sector is also is a contributor, one of the major contributor to the country GDP. So why food security become a concern, become a major concern all over the world? Because of the population growth, the climate change impact. We cannot predict the climate nowadays. We don't know. The pattern is abnormal, and the loss of arable land, water scarcity, economic instability, the conflict, supply chain disruption, food waste, and unequal distribution of resources. This is all contribute to the alarming concern of the food security. So maybe a lot of us here think that we are in South Asia, maybe in Asia, maybe the food security is not really alarming, but actually this perception is quite wrong. I will talk about more about it later, because food security is not only having enough food. Okay, that I will talk about it later. So given this state of global economy, it is also related to buka, significant increase in global food prices, driven by rising fertilizer, the agricultural input, the field cost. It's essential to prioritize attention on the agricultural sector. So we notice all over the world, the price of the food, the food price index indicate the food price is currently at the highest level, higher than before. The increase is the increase of the food is almost 20% from before. So when the price of the food is increased, those at lowest income category are the hardest hit, because this lowest income category actually spend a significant amount of their income to buy food. So in the low income economies, 44% of their income will use to buy food. And in emerging market economy like us, it's almost 30%. our spending on the food. This is the recent statistic. So, why youth is not really interested in the agriculture sector? Okay, why? Because this is our finding from the research that we conducted last year, and we also proposed the policy for recommendation for this food security. Of course, the high cost of agricultural input. The agricultural input refer to the fertilizer, pesticide, agriculture equipment, and labor costs. The Ukraine-Russia conflict has worsened the world economy, especially at the time when markets are already dealing with skyrocketing price and difficulties due to the COVID-19 outbreak. We are not yet bounced back from the COVID-19 pandemic, but we also hit by the Ukraine-Russia conflict, where all the price they are the major exporter of this agricultural input. So of course the cost of setting up a farm and the agriculture input is higher than before. It's when we ask the respondent, the increase in price is almost 100, it's more than 100%, the increase in the agricultural input, especially the pesticide and fertilizer. And second is lack of market access and weak distribution channels. This study conducted in our state in Sabah, where Sabah is quite lagging behind as compared to other state in Malaysia. So in of course in the literature also the market access, because a lot of agriculture area located in the rural area, in the remote area. So they don't have the proper market access, and of course the collection center inefficient of transportation system, and also the lack of houses for handling, storage, and packaging also contribute to the challenge faced by youth. We interviewing almost 30 youth in Sabah. So third, low adoption of modern technology. As we know, the youth generation, they are technology savvy, and for them, agriculture, you are the youth. The agriculture sector, they perceive that agriculture sector is 3D. What is 3D? 3D is dirty, dangerous, and what is another D? So they are 3D. So that's why they need to reduce this negative perception of the agriculture. We need to encourage the adoption of the modern technology. Also issue related to government assistance in implementing agencies. In Malaysia, we have government agency from the federal, owned by state. So they actually lack of collaboration, and also they also lack of staff that know about the technical part in agriculture, because in agriculture we need expert in especially in the what are the type of the crops that are suitable for the certain type of the soil, and of course any other things. So this is also a challenge for the agropreneur. So in adequate infrastructure and facilities, of course in a rural area, there are lack of basic facilities such as proper roads, electricity, water resources, machinery, drainage system, irrigation facilities, and other processing agricultural agricultural facilities. So this is hinder the participation of youth in the agriculture, and of course lack of capital and resources, because if you want to involve in the agriculture, they need to have a farm, they need to have a land. And also the setting up of the farm is quite high. And also the last one is climate change and natural causes. So in terms of I already talked about climate change. This is worldwide issue. It impact the food quality, and also it also the high temperature, the humidity, the drop station will also affect the crops. All right, so natural causes, a lot of natural causes actually, they also having difficulty in wildlife attack, wildlife from monkey and so on. So this is all need intention, as what the keynote mentioned just now, that we as a researcher, as an academician, we need to identify a problem and what we can help to mitigate this problem. So that is the purpose of the research. We start with the problem statement, and from there we try to propose a solution. All right. So okay. So this is okay. I don't know whether there is answer from the chat box. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right. Still, it's okay. Okay.
Okay, Professor, it's very clear.
Okay. Okay, I continue. Okay. So what is agricultural entrepreneurship or agropreneurship? This is a term actually for this is the combination from entrepreneurial strategy with agricultural practices, so that we a lot of term in the, if we read the literature, if you Google it, there's a lot of term on agriculture entrepreneurship. Sometimes it is called a farm entrepreneurship, it is called agropreneurship or agripreneurship, and many more. So majority I found that it's agropreneurship. So why we need to combine between agriculture and entrepreneurship? Because entrepreneurship is about not only about generating a profit, setting up a venture or setting up a venture, but it's more than that. It is also an effort to 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 grow the business, to think outside of the box, to become to be creative, to be innovative, and to grab the opportunity to grow the business to prosperity. So the business is will be scalable. So we don't know, we don't want the agriculture is just to feed the family, but we want more than that, more than that. So it's involved diverse farming activities, such as growing crops and raising animals, doing marketing, using technology, and coming up new ideas. So that it also cover the agro tourism, agro-based industry. So any business or effort to generate profit based on agricultural sector, we call as agropreneurship. Okay, so moving on, the importance, why my topic is on why I'm taking this agropreneurship, because it's a term today, because it is shaping economic development, become entrepreneurship. We are risk taker, we always think forward, we always do more, we are proactive. So of course we will contribute, agropreneur contribute to the economic development, and also promoting a sustainable growth. When we talk about sustainable, it is long term, and creating employment opportunity. When when the business growing, we will of course hire a lot of people. And in Sabah, especially the number of youth that graduate from a university actually is the highest unemployed. So we really need this agropreneurship to reduce the unemployment, and of course to increase the agricultural productivity. So when the productivity is high, of course it will contribute more to the income of the farmers, contribute more to the rural communities. It will eventually reduce the poverty in rural area. So how does agropreneurship actually help in food security? So the increase of food production, because as an entrepreneur, they are proactive, they are innovative, they will bring the business to the prosperity. They concern on it's evolving. So definitely it will increase the food production and productivity, because as an entrepreneur, yeah, we concern about the profit, and also application of modern and innovative technologies. Most of the successful entrepreneur, they are innovator. We can see, for example, like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and many more. They introduce innovative solution to the problem. So we need farmers that think and practice the entrepreneurship. Okay, so creation of a sustainable business model. We need we need to make sure that the farm business that they are doing is sustainable. So by being an agropreneur, so this is also to support for government national food security agenda. So all government all over the world, they are focusing on the food security. So sadly, the youth involvement in agriculture has the potential to lessen the challenge of food security and unemployment. So unfortunately, despite the initiative taken by the government and of agriculture, the participation of youth in agriculture remain a challenge. Um, the disinterest of the youth in art is actually is growing. I don't know, because we don't have the information, the proper information. This is in 2015, but 15% in Malaysia, 15% of the youth. We don't have the proper statistic. However, from the research, the only 15% of the youth participate in the agriculture in Malaysia. And almost 50%, almost 50% of the farmers age between 50 and above. So our farmer is aging. So we need this youth to involve in this agriculture. So why we need participation of the youth to involve in agriculture? Because we need a succession planning. We need a successor in agriculture, so it will renew the workforce, and also innovation and technology adoption. As I mentioned just now, youth are more open to adopting new technologies and innovative farming practices. So your familiarity on the modern technology can lead to increased efficiency, productivity, and sustainable in agriculture. So things like the word like digital smart farming using IoT. Of course, the youth generation are more technology savvy. They are more prone to use these technology. We don't want to just use the conventional or traditional way of doing farming, because it's less productive, and it's maybe in terms of economy it's not sustainable, and also for economic development. So is because youth are more energetic, more innovative, and more prone to use technology, and of course the productivity of agriculture will increase, so it will also contribute to the economic development. You will offer job opportunity, and of course contribute, maybe paying a tax to the government, so that will also increase the income of the nation. So food security is very important in agriculture, because yeah, we are talking about agriculture at the beginning, the growing of the global population. But there is a statistic, maybe in 2030 the number of hunger will increase due to this growing population, and our farming area is shrinking. The productivity of agriculture is decreasing, so we need to get ready. We need to take solution. We need to take proper action to mitigate this food security issue. So we are talking about food security from the beginning. So what actually is food security? So a lot of us maybe never heard about or never bother to know to Google the definition of food security. But I believe every one of you here understand what is the food security is all about. So food security exists when all people at all times have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient food. We not merely have a sufficient food, but the quality of the food that meets the dietary needs and food preference for an active and healthy lifestyle. Of course, we have a lot of, let's say for example, a fast food restaurant. So actually food security is also related to the sixth dimension, which is which is one of these. I will explain one by one why. We never thought before that maybe in our country food security is not an issue. It is actually, because it's more than that. The food security is more than having enough food, but we also need to see first the access, meaning to say everyone have the individuals or the household can obtain the food through the own production or purchase or exchange or give or transfer. And then availability, this is the second dimension of food security, which is the physical presence of food through domestic production or imports. Utilization, this is also a very important, because of course in Malaysia we have among the highest obesity. This is also one of the indicator that the food security, the malnutrition, this is also one of the major component of food security, where utilization actually is referring to the appropriate use of food to meet dietary and health needs, as well as the availability of non-food resources such as clean water, sanitation, and healthcare. This is also concerned with food security. So agency is the capacity of individuals and groups to exercise control over their own circumstances and to participate in food related policy decision that affect them. So it's very important. So sustainability means in the long term viability of food system that limits of ecosystem, and contribute to the regeneration of natural, social, and economic system. So the stability. So we in one of the food security dimension is we have the absence of fluctuations of shocks in food availability, access, and utilization over time. So we are facing lot of a few series of food crises where the shortage of rice and the shortage of flour and so on. So this is all actually related to the stability of the food. So what is sustainable food security? Food system practice that contribute to long-term regeneration of natural, social, because when we talk about sustainable, it is about social, economic, environment, to ensuring the food needs of the present generations are met without compromising food needs of future generations. So we need to start. We don't have choice. We need to have to think about the sustainability. Okay, so what actually is the goal of sustainability agricultural practices? So as I mentioned just now, when we talk about sustainability, we cannot run away from these three components: economic, social, and environmental. So environmental health, agriculture sector always associated with sometimes um, the natural environment, because we are using the land, the using of pesticides maybe will jeopardize the soil quality and so on. So we also need to think of how do we do not only smart farming, but the green farming, where we concern about we protecting and we are improving the natural environment. Okay, so the second one is social equity,
Excuse me,
where this is
Professor. Do you
how
have
many minutes?
5 minutes left? Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. So social equity, economic profitability. So this is the early warning hunger hotspot. As we can see here, the darker the color actually has the highest concern of the hunger, as we can see here. And also in this year, record levels of acute food insecurity persist due to prolonged food crisis and climate shock. So from the 48 countries, a million of people are facing high level of acute food insecurity, malnutrition, obesity is actually is one of the indicator that we are facing food insecurity. Okay, so this is the key factor of hunger and hunger, because of the conflict, because of the climate crisis, because of the global fertilizer prices, because of the funding, the budget for agricultural is dropping. So you as a youth, the future entrepreneurship, you need to take this advantage. You need to to consider to pursue a career in in agriculture, to meeting global demand and building a competitive agro-food industry, to filling the gap of aging farmers. So we have all farmers 60 years old and so on, and you need to taking advantage of technological advancement, because we need to embrace the advanced technology of like biotechnology, genetic engineering, drones, sensor, GPS. This is all among the example of the technology in agriculture. And of course, in government support, you need to utilize, like in Malaysia, we provide a lot of grants. We don't have to pay back, just use it for the agricultural purpose. So you need to take advantage on that. So Dr. Sadat, if I'm time's up, just let me know. Okay. So this is among the policy recommendation that we propose to the Malaysian policy maker. Need the price control. We need to strengthen market access. We need to encourage the adoption of modern technology. So one of that is to encourage the youth to be involved in agriculture. And then, of course, also the related agency, we need support from the government. We need support from the agency and to facilitate the provision of basic agriculture facility, to add more appropriate financial and non-financial assistance, and to reduce the impact of climate change. How to reduce it? One of the strategy is to do more greenhouse, to develop effective talent development strategies. So this is really related to the youth generation, to the youth now, because skills, we require skills in agriculture. Skills is very important. Yeah, skills, experience. So, but we don't have this. We don't have this. We should encourage the school, the students from starting from kindergarten to in this. We need to expose them with agriculture, and we also need to increase the image of any degree or courses that related to agriculture. Yeah, we need to encourage them. We need to give a scholarship for them to pursue study and in agriculture. So as a conclusion, empowering youth is vital for shaping the future agriculture globally, and to meet the increasing global demand for agriculture product, of course contributing to competitive and sustainable agro-food industry. So without you youth, we cannot achieve all of this. So a lot of support, all the parties, the government, the agencies, the family also, maybe one of the reason why youth is not interested in agriculture, because no encouragement from the family. So yeah, family social support is very important. It's instrumental in empowering youth to be involved in agriculture. With that, thank you very much for listening. So this is the picture of greenhouse. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank
much,
you very
Dr.
much.
Sadat.
Yeah.
It's all from me.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
Nadia.
welcome.
Yes. I'm reluctant to stop you because this is very interesting topics. Yeah, I still remember last year we have three G20. They have meeting in Bali as a leader declaration.
Yes.
They're also talking about the food security. And
Yes.
also there is some challenging if you're talking about the agriculture in Malaysia. It's look like in Indonesia basically. We have
Yeah.
like pesticide issue. We have like adoption technology, lack of
Yes.
collaboration, water management issue also,
Yes.
and policy. But here you give a solution. You say that we have a combination between agriculture and entrepreneurship. Okay, one also issue here in Indonesia is we convert rice field or crops to be housing areas. So many productive area, and then they change to be housing. But here you have agriculture plus entrepreneurship solution. So you call agripreneurship, and then this is very important because you say to be persistent, to be innovative, we need entrepreneur instead of to increase the number to make it productive of our farmer. And here also you have 15% in Malaysia. Yeah, youth involved in the agriculture area. I think it's the same of Indonesia basically.
Yes.
Okay, we have 10 minutes left. And then hopefully one of you or some of you wanna have a question. So you can directly here, and I really appreciate it if you just go to the point. And also we have here chat room if you want to write down your question. Okay, participants.
Okay, Mr. Andi,
Okay.
our question.
Mr. Heru Santoso, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Dr. Sylvia, for this presentation. Our question simple. How do to make a master plan on land and selecting and the rights and the right and how to look a risk in this regards. It's not easy, I look, to achieve the success without having experience and competency regarding market aspect and market differential. Example, study for CPEC, RC ratio, OPEC and BEP, break-even point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I got the point, Mr. Santoso. Yeah, we're talking about the market master plan because you didn't like expertise, you need experience. Before going to the Dr. Nabila, there another question. Okay, we another question here. Okay, you can just carry on, Professor Dr. Nabila, to answer the question from Santoso, and then we're waiting for the another question in the chat box.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Santoso. It's a very good question. Actually, in fact, I'm also I ever asked about this to the agency. How do we it's very, again, agriculture actually is a very subjective, because there's in Sabah, for example, we still struggling with the land issue, the owner of the land. Yeah. So I said Sabah is the second largest state in Malaysia, and of course we have large geographical area. Why don't we just like what Kalimantan is doing now? The food bank is already there. Yeah, it's very Indonesia is one of the good example actually in terms of food security. And why Malaysia, Sabah especially, don't take this example, yeah, to set up the food bank. So Kalimantan actually is one of the good example when we talk about that. So I ever raised about it's about political. This is political issue, but one of the strategies Sabah is going towards that. We already dedicated, if I'm not mistaken, we have planning on 100 acres of the land designated. They will set up this is in Sabah planning. But of course, we have a lot of policy, we have a lot of a series of policy and so on. But in terms of implementation, it's not easy as as the planning. But we already plan this. We already plan this. We will provide the hostel for the youth to stay. So we will give them land. This is what I heard from the government. But of course, there is also in Sabah we already map the area, the type of the crops for each district, what we should focus on according to the suitability. So I think this is another good idea, where maybe in our my district it is paddy, and in other district it's corn, and other district chili, and so on. So it's easier to manage. And of course in Sabah we also at the east area, it's oil palm. So we actually already the government actually already have this in the pipeline. They already did this. But of course we are a big area, and a lot of area actually, as what Dr. Sadat mentioned just now, develop the previously the land is actually for agriculture, but it's already developed as a commercial area. So this is we are still facing this kind of problem. So I cannot really answer the question, but of course Malaysia have national agriculture NAF. We have NAP, so National Agriculture Policy, a series of policy. So I think we are going towards that. Yeah, and we also have the pharma, the marketing that market the agriculture products, contract farming, and so on. And yeah, as a researcher, this is our task to give awareness. Yeah, to give awareness to become the middleman. Yeah, from the government to the farmer. So yeah, this is our task. So, and is there other question? Sorry if I'm not answering your
No problems, no
question
problems.
clearly, Mr.
Mr.
Santoso.
Santoso, we can talking this one later because I know what crossing your mind. We have
Yes.
so many plans, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean it will increase the
Maybe
productivity.
Mr. Santoso also can
Okay.
share.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you because we will starting for the next after the retired for company. If I possible, I will try for the agrobusiness.
Okay, Mr. Santoso, we can
Yes.
talk this one later.
Good choice.
Yeah, Professor Nabila, we still have one. Just you can answer this one in 1 minute. How can agropreneurship initiative be designed and implemented to address not only immediate food security but also to promote sustainable practices that consider environment conservation?
Okay. So how can innovative agropreneur model leverage not only in sun, but also evaluate environment, yeah, to long-term and
Community
face of
environment, yes.
what is the how can innovative model technology be leveraged to not only enhance agricultural productivity but also long-term food security? Innovative agropreneurship, because as we know, this a traditional way of agriculture, actually we use so many pesticide, yeah, so it's actually it's not good for the environment. I am sorry, I forgot the what is the term, smart farming, not smart farming, a good management, good farming practices, less use of this pesticide, the chemical, but we innovate, we innovate, we use we use other than chemical, it's non-chemical, it's non-toxic, so we innovate from the traditional to the more safe practice to use in the agriculture. So actually we still need a lot of R&D, research and development, in this area, because we're talking about sustainable. Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Maybe
very much, Dr. Nabila, for your kind presentation. Also, good issue. We are really appreciated. I think there are so many questions here, but we cannot finish at all because, if you're talking about agriculture, there are so many problems there, and then need more scholars, a scholar or scientists to solve the problem. So this is a big chance for you. Okay, I think this finished, and then I give again to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Before we end our panel discussion session, today we would like to give a certificate to Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ahmad, and we will invite Dr. Andi Sadat, our moderator, to give the certificate to Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ahmad, and we will guide for the documentation session. So let's begin. 3, 2, 1, and once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ahmad and Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, the amazing panel discussion session today.
Okay, thank you very much.
And we're going to go to our second speaker for this panel discussion will be Dr. Aylin Erdogtu from Istanbul Aral University, Turkey, and will be moderated again with Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD. So for Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, the time is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for the kind presentation. And then also here, we already have Dr. Aylin Erdogtu, from Istanbul Aral University. Welcome, Professor. We meet again. I think I just remember in the last year we have like conference at the same university but held in Pasha Sarjana. So welcome again. We meet again in this session. Are you okay, Professor?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you also.
Yes,
And
thank you so much.
really great to meet all the collaborations team after 1 year. So I am so happy to be here.
Okay. Okay. Before go through to the presentation, I think Dr. Erdogu have a title today, and then I think she will share the information. I would like to read some academic background of her. Dr. Aylin Erdogu graduated from Istanbul University, Faculty of Economics. She also completed her master degree at Marlborough University, Institute of Science, Institute of Banking and Insurance, and her PhD at Cardier Has University, Department of Finance and Banking. In terms of publication and participate in conference, Dr. Erdogu has given lecture and conferences on banking and finance of various universities, for example, in Czechia, Italy, Poland, and also in the Baltic states. Lecturing and presented her paper at a conference organized by Italian, Polandia, Portugal, Spain, Croatia, and also Slovenia. Dr. Erdogu has speak English and given lecture and conference on banking and finance at various universities around the world, I think. His statement also, he have like a guest in the TV, Her statement have been published on various website, newspaper, and every week she has a guest on MEK TV midday in the market program and evaluation the economic agenda. And currently, he has a job. He is a head of the Department of Finance and Banking Business Administration, English, head of the Department of Business Administration in English for manager and vice dean of the Faculty of Economics and Administrative Science at Istanbul University. So, Dr. Erdogu, we have 1 hour, 45 minutes for you to do your presentation. I'm really sorry. 45 minutes, and remaining 15 minutes we have question and answer. I know you have a good presenter, and then you always give your idea to, and then discussion, because this moment we need to share our ideas, share our papers, share our experience to get more something benefit for us. And then Professor, so welcome Dr. Erdogu. Sometimes you call professor, sometimes you call doctor, but I think you are the real professor. So please welcome to Dr. Erdogu. Time is yours.
Thank you so much for your every single valuable words. And I am trying to share my screen. But I am so sorry, but I couldn't find my screen, and you too also.
Okay. So probably one of the committee member can help Dr. to show screen, please. The PPT. Have you seen the PPT to the committee, Professor?
I am sorry, say please again.
Have you sent your PPT to the committee?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A few seconds ago. I'll check again. Okay. So sorry.
Probably one of the committee can help Doctor to show the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. We have problem about the share screen. Could you please?
Yes, I send it again.
Okay.
For Titis.
Yes, a minute, I forward it.
Okay.
yeah, sometimes technology professor, because we are in the distance, very, very far away from here. And
Yeah,
hopefully,
but actually, I almost every day use the Zoom and the screen. They share my screen,
yeah,
but
good. Okay, good. Hopefully we can solve it soon. Yeah,
okay.
Professor, we have like more than 300 participants. This separated around the world, like 15 countries. So this is nice for us to sharing, especially when you presenting your paper today. Thank you. Okay, it's appear already, Professor. Time is yours.
Yeah, but actually, before the starting, uh, first of all, I would like to thank you to my dear Titis Matafra, who was very helpful at every single stage. And of course, I would like to thank you, the Prof. Yusuf Suhud, Dean of Faculty of Economics, University Negeri of Jakarta, and also Isc-Beam Chairman Mrs. Rahmi. I would like to say thank you. And I would also like to remember and thank Dr. Mutia Delina and Prof. Dedi Purwana, with whom we started this journey of cooperation. So today I will try to say something about navigating financial sustainability in a VUCA world. And good morning, everyone, again. I am thrilled to welcome you to today's presentation on a topic that is increasingly crucial in today's dynamic business environment, navigating financial sustainability in a VUCA world. So, in a world marked by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, uh, its initial VUCA, the landscape for business is ever shifting. Today, we'll delve into strategies and insights that can empower organizations not just to survive, but to thrive amid the challenges posed by this VUCA world. I am the Dr. Aileen Erdoğdu, as you mentioned before, and I'll be your guide through this exploration. With my mention, I understand the importance of adapting financial strategies to the fast-paced and unpredictable nature of today's markets. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to recognize that the ability to navigate uncertainty is not just a skill, it's a necessity. Our goal today is to equip you with insights and strategies that will enable your organization to build resilience and ensure financial sustainability. So, without further ado, let's embark on this journey together. And I hope everyone will ready, and let's dive in. So, I would like to start understanding the VUCA is crucial for navigating the challenges and uncertainties in today's business environment. VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, and it describes the characteristics of an environment that is marked by constant change and unpredictability. Let's break down each component. The first, volatility. The volatility definition: volatility refers to the degree of variation, fluctuation, or instability in a situation. In a volatile environment, conditions change rapidly and unpredictably. The impact: volatility can lead to sudden market shifts, economic instability, and challenges in forecasting. And uncertainty, the uncertainty definition is the lack of the predictability or the inability to foresee future events accurately. It involves not knowing the outcomes of various situations. And the impact effect uncertainty can create challenges in strategic planning, decision making, and risk management. And the other item, complexity, definition, complexity refers to the intricacy and interrelatedness of factors in a situation. Complex environments involve numerous variables and dynamic interactions. And impact complexity makes it challenging to understand cause and effect relationships and can lead to difficulties in developing effective strategies. And the last word is ambiguity. The ambiguity involves the lack of clarity or multiple interpretations of information. In an ambiguous situation, it is often unclear what events mean or how they should be interpreted. And ambiguity can create challenges in communication, decision making, and the ability to establish a clear course of action. And the question why understanding VUCA matters. The VUCA framework helps organizations acknowledge and prepare for the inherent challenges in today's business landscape. It provides a lens through which to view and analyze the external environment, allowing for more effective decision making and strategic planning. Recognizing the characteristics of VUCA enables organizations to develop adaptive strategies, fostering resilience in the face of change. In summary, a deep understanding of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity is essential for business aiming to thrive in an environment where change is constant and unpredictable. By embracing the concept of VUCA, organizations can better prepare for challenges, make informed decisions, and build strategies that promote long-term success and sustainability. And what is the importance of financial sustainability? The definition of financial sustainability refers to the capacity of an entity, whether it be an organization, project, or individual, to maintain its financial health over the long term. Financial sustainability goes beyond short-term profitability and involves managing resources in a way that ensures continued viability and success. Financial sustainability is the ability of entity to generate and manage its financial resources in a manner that allows it to achieve its goals, fulfill its mission, and maintain its operations over the long term. It involves the effective utilization of financial resources to support current activities while preserving the ability to meet future needs and obligations. Key aspects of the financial sustainability. The first one, of course, as you guess, profitability. While financial sustainability considers more than just profit, maintaining a level of profitability is essential. Profit allows for reinvestment growth and the ability to weather economic downturns. Diversification of revenue streams, relying on a single source of income can be risky. Financial sustainability often involves diversifying revenue streams to reduce dependency on any one source. Cost management, efficient and effective management of costs is crucial. This includes controlling expenses, optimizing resource allocation, and ensuring that financial resources are used wisely. Adaptability to change, financial sustainability requires an organization to be adaptable to change into economic environment, technological advancements, and we can also say shifts in consumer or customer behavior. Risk management, identifying and managing risks, is integral to financial sustainability. This includes anticipating potential challenges and having strategies in place to mitigate the impact of unforeseen events. Investment in human capital, recognizing that the skills, knowledge, and well being of the workforce contribute significantly to overall sustainability. This involves training, development, and creating a positive work environment. Ethical and social responsibility, financial sustainability is not solely about economic success. It encompasses ethical business practices and social responsibility, as these factors contribute to long-term reputation and stakeholder trust. Environmental consideration, ASG, its initial. Increasingly, financial sustainability involves considering environmental, social, and governance factors. Businesses are evaluated not only on financial performance but also on their impact on the planet and society. In summary, financial sustainability is a holistic concept that encompasses financial viability, responsibility, and adaptability. It requires a strategic and forward looking approach to ensure an entity's continued success and contribution to its stakeholders and the broader community over the long term. Linking financial sustainability to business resilience in a VUCA environment is another headline. Linking financial sustainability to business resilience in a VUCA environment involves understanding how a strong financial foundation contributes to an organization's ability to endure and thrive amid challenging and unpredictable circumstances. Here's an explanation of this crucial connection. The first, adapting to rapid changes. After the pandemic, this topic is really important. Financial sustainability provides the necessary resources and flexibility for an organization to adapt to rapid changes in the business environment. In a VUCA world where conditions can shift suddenly, having a financially sustainable models allow for quick adjustments and responses, risk mitigation, and management. Financially sustainable organizations are better equipped to identify, assess, and manage risks. This includes understanding potential threats in a VUCA environment and having the financial capacity to implement risk mitigation strategies. Investment in innovation and technology. Financially resilient business can invest in innovation and technology to stay ahead in a rapidly changing landscape. This might involve adopting new technologies, exploring novel business models, or investing in research and development. Navigating economic turbulence. Economic downturns and fluctuations are inherent in a VUCA environment. Financially sustainable organizations can weather economic turbulence more effectively, ensuring they can continue operations and even capitalize on opportunities that may arise during downturns. Building a buffer against uncertainty, financial sustainability involves creating financial reserves or buffers. This financial cushion provides is a safety net during uncertain times, allowing the organization to continue operations even when faced with unexpected challenges. Maintaining stakeholder trust, financial stability, and responsible financial management contribute to maintaining stakeholder trust. In times of uncertainty, stakeholders, including customers, investors, and employees are more likely to have confidence in an organization that demonstrates sound financial practices. Supporting strategic initiatives. Financial sustainable organizations have the capacity to pursue strategic initiatives that enhance resilience. Whether it's entering new markets, diversifying products or services, or investing in employee training, these initiatives contribute to overall business resilience. And meeting commitment and obligations, financial sustainability ensures that an organization can meet its commitments and obligations, such as paying suppliers, servicing debt, and meeting contractual obligations. This reliability strengthens relationships and contributes to long-term resilience. Flexibility in resource allocation, financial sustainability provides the flexibility to allocate resources strategically in a VUCA environment where priorities may shift rapidly. Having the ability to reallocate resources ensures that the organization remains agile and responsive. In summary, linking financial sustainability to business resilience in a VUCA environment involves recognizing that a solid financial foundation is fundamental to an organization's ability to adapt, endure, and emerge stronger in the face of uncertainty and volatility. It's about leveraging financial strength to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and maintain a robust and resilient business model. In summary, linking financial sustainability to business resilience in a VUCA environment involves recognizing that a solid financial foundation is fundamental to an organization's ability to adapt, endure, and emerge stronger in the face of uncertainty and volatility. It's about leveraging financial strength to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and maintain a robust and resilient business model. Challenges in achieving financial sustainability in a VUCA world. Yes, what about the challenges? We can say economic turbulence, rapid technological advancements, shifting consumer behavior, and global political uncertainty. We will examine every single item. Achieving financial sustainability in a VUCA world presents several challenges due to the dynamic and unpredictable nature of the business environment. Here are detailed explanations of the challenges. As I said a few seconds ago, the economic turbulence, the challenge VUCA environments often experience economic turbulence, including recessions, currency fluctuations, and market downturns. These factors can disrupt business operations, impact consumer spending, and pose challenges to revenue generation. Impact on financial sustainability. Economic turbulence can strain financial resources, making it challenging for organizations to maintain stability and profitability. It requires business to develop strategies that allow them to withstand economic shocks. Rapid technological advancements, the challenge, the rapid pace of technological change can pose challenges for business trying to keep up with new developments. Failure to adopt technological advancements may lead to obsolescence and decreased competitiveness. Impact on financial sustainability. Investments in technology are often necessary for long-term competitiveness. Balancing the need for innovation with financial sustainability requires strategic planning to allocate resources effectively. And shifting consumer behavior, the changes in consumer preferences influenced by factors such as social trends, demographics, or global events can be difficult to predict, and businesses must adapt to evolving customer needs and expectations. Impact on financial sustainability. Organizations need to invest in understanding and responding to changing consumer behavior. Failing to anticipate shifts in demand can lead to excess inventory, declining sales, and financial instability. Global political uncertainty. Political instability, trade tensions, and geopolitical events create uncertainty for businesses operating on a global scale. And the uncertainty stemming from political factors can disrupt supply chains, increase costs, and affect market conditions. Regulatory complexities, challenges, increasingly complex and evolving regulations can pose challenges for business in various industries. Compliance with diverse regulatory frameworks requires significant resources and attention to detail. And impact on financial sustainability, non-compliance can lead to legal issues, fines, and reputational damage. Market competitions, challenges, intense competition driven by globalization and technological advancements poses challenges for business trying to differentiate themselves. Price wars and race for market share can impact profitability. What about the financial sustainability impact? Maintaining financial sustainability requires organizations to find a balance between competitive pricing and maintaining profit margins. Innovation and strategic differentiation are crucial for long-term success. Supply chain disruptions, challenges, VUCA environments can result in supply chain disruptions due to natural disasters, geopolitical events, or unforeseen circumstances. Interruptions in the supply chain can impact production and increase costs. An impact on financial sustainability, organizations need resilient supply chain strategies to mitigate disruptions. This may involve additional costs for contingency planning, alternative sourcing, or diversification of suppliers. And talent management and skills gap. Rapid changes in technology and the business environment can result in a skills gap within the workforce. Recruiting and retaining skilled talent becomes a challenge for organizations, and the inability to attract and retain skilled employees may hinder innovation and competitiveness. Investing in training and development becomes crucial for maintaining a capable workforce. In summary, the challenges in achieving financial sustainability in a world stem from the unpredictable nature of the environment. Successful organizations address these challenges through strategic planning, agility, innovation, and a commitment to adaptability. Strategies for financial sustainability. Strategy means that the reduced dependency on a single source of income by diversifying revenue streams, explore new markets, products, or services that align with the core competencies of the organization. And rational diversification provides a buffer against economic downturns, market shifts, or disruptions in specific industries. Agile financial planning and risk management. Strategy is adopt agile financial planning processes that allow for quick adjustment in response to changing circumstances. And rationality, agility in financial planning enhances the organization's ability to navigate uncertainties and make informed decisions. Embracing technological innovation, invest in technology to streamline operations, enhance efficiency, and stay competitive. Explore innovations such as artificial intelligence, automation, and digital solutions to optimize process and rational perspective. Technological innovation not only improves operational efficiency but also positions the organization for long-term success in a rapidly evolving business landscape. Sustainable business practices integrate sustainable and responsible business practices, consider environmental, social, and governance factors in decision making to build a positive reputation and meet evolving consumer expectations. And sustainability contributes to long term brand value, attracts socially conscious consumers, and aligns the organization with global trends. Adaptation to market dynamics. They stay proactive in monitoring market trends, consumer behavior, and industry changes. And the adaptability allows the organization to capitalize on opportunities and mitigate risks associated with changing market dynamics. Financial education and training. Invest in financial education for employees at all levels of the organization and promote financial literacy to enable informed decision making and foster a financially aware workforce. A financially literate workforce is better equipped to contribute to cost management, risk mitigation, and overall financial sustainability. Resilience through adaptive financial models. Develop adaptive financial models that incorporate scenario planning and stress testing. And adaptive financial models enhance resilience, allowing the organization to navigate uncertainties and maintain stability. Investing in human capital. Prioritize employee development, training, and well-being. Foster a culture of continuous learning and innovation to ensure a skilled and adaptable workforce. And investing in human capital contributes to organizational resilience, innovation, and the ability to navigate challenges posed by a dynamic business environment. Ethical and social responsibility integrate ethical considerations and social responsibility into business practices, and ethical practices enhance the organization reputation, uh, attract socially conscious consumers, and contribute to long-term sustainability. Strategic partnerships and alliances. Form strategic partnerships and alliances to share resources, access new markets, and collaborate on mutually beneficial initiatives. And partnerships can provide economies of scale, increase market reach, and enhance the organization ability to innovate and adapt. These strategies work in concert to create a holistic approach to financial sustainability, recognizing the interconnectedness of various factors in the dynamic business environment. Examples of companies embracing financial sustainability in VUCA environments, their strategies and success stories. The first, Procter & Gamble. The strategy Procter & Gamble has embraced sustainability initiative by committing by making its products and packaging more environmentally friendly. The company has also focused on cost efficiency through supply chain optimization and technology adaptation. And success story P&G commitment to sustainability has not only positively impacted the environment but has also resonated with consumers. The company's focus on innovation and efficiency has contributed to long-term financial sustainability. And another example is Microsoft. Microsoft has successfully diversified its business beyond software into cloud computing and artificial intelligence. The company has also invested heavily in research and development to stay ahead in technology landscape. And success story, Microsoft's strategic diversification and emphasis on innovation have resulted in sustained revenue growth. The company is focused on cloud services, including Azure, has positioned as a leader in a rapidly evolving technology market. And Unilever has embraced sustainability and responsible sourcing in its operations. The company set ambitious goals related to reducing its environmental footprint, promoting social responsibility, and developing sustainable supply chains. And Unilever's sustainability initiatives, such as the Sustainable Living Plan, have not only contributed to positive environmental and social impacts, but have also resonated with consumers, enhancing the company's brand and market position. And Amazon success lies in its continuous innovation and adaptation to market dynamics. The company has invested heavily in technology, logistics, and customers' experience, leading to the development of new services and products. Amazon's ability to adapt to changing consumer behavior, invest in logistics efficiency, and introduce services like Amazon Web Services has contributed to its sustained growth and financial resilience. And Tesla focus on sustainability and innovation in electric vehicles and renewable energy solutions has been a key driver of its success. The company's CEO, Elon Musk, is known for his forward thinking approach and emphasis on technological advancements. Success story Tesla's commitment to electrical vehicles, energy storage, and solar energy has not only positioned the company as a leader in the automotive industry, but has also contributed to the global shift toward sustainable energy solution. And the other example is Walmart has embraced sustainability by setting ambitious goals to achieve 100% renewable energy, zero waste, and sustainable sourcing. The company has also invested in supply chain optimization and operational efficiency. Walmart's sustainability initiatives have not only reduced its environmental impact, but have also resulted in cost savings and improved operational efficiency. The company's commitment to sustainability aligns with changing consumer preferences.
Excuse me, Professor, you still have 5 minutes left.
Yes.
Sorry.
Alibaba and Novartis, we are the other examples. Alibaba has diversified its business beyond e-commerce into cloud computing, digital entertainment, and financial services. And Alibaba's diversified business model and global presence have contributed to its resilience in a rapidly changing business environment. And Novartis is a pharmaceutical company, as you know, and has embraced sustainability by integrating environmental, social, and governance factors into its business practices. And Novartis' commitment to ethical and sustainable practices has not only enhanced its reputation, but has also contributed to long-term financial sustainability. And our next subject is resilience through adaptive financial models. But the time is up. For that reason, I want to say something about the conclusion, financial sustainability in a VUCA world. In navigating the complexities of VUCA world, achieving financial sustainability requires a strategic and adaptive approach. The challenges posed by rapid changes in the business environment necessitate a comprehensive set of strategies. The first recap of key points: understanding VUCA and linking financial sustainability, business resilience, and challenges in achieving financial sustainability, strategies of financial sustainability, examples companies embracing financial sustainability, and the actually we stayed on the resilience to adaptive financial models, the dynamic scenario planning, stress testing, contingency planning, real-time monitoring, resource allocation, flexibility, technology integration, iterative planning, cross-functional collaboration, and learning from failure contribute to building resilience through adaptive financial models. And investing in human capital is also an important topic, and ethical and social responsibility we talked about. In summary, financial sustainability in a VUCA world demands a holistic and forward-thinking approach. By embracing these strategies, organizations can navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and ensure long-term success in an ever-changing business landscape. And thank you so much for your paying attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor. It's enough, and then time to discuss. But
Yeah,
that just crossed in my mind again. Yeah, and last night I'm discussing with my student about FEUCA. Yeah, talking about the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And one of students say, Mr. Andy, is very difficult, it's very scary because we're living in a turbulence area. And he said, how to deal with this situation? And I just stop in my course and I say, okay, I will answer the question next week. So this is very interesting. This is very, there are so many things we can discuss here. And fortunately, we still have around 10 minutes to doing discussion. Okay, any question from this floor? Okay, Professor, you can see also directly to the chat room. We have one question there. Okay, let me read for you. How can leadership strategy, this is from the Haris Iqbal from University Negeri Jakarta, how can leadership strategy be redefined to effectively navigate and lead the team through the ever-present challenging of volatility, VUCA, and then how to fostering resilient creativity and sustain the performance. So how to deal with this situation?
Yes, thank you. Such a nice question. And navigating through the challenges of the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, we repeat actually many times, requires leaders to adapt adaptive strategies that foster resilience, creativity, and sustained performance. Uh, we can say there are several ways leadership strategies can be redefined for effective navigation in a VUCA environment. For example, the embrace agility, foster an agile mindset within the organization, encourage flexibility and the ability to adapt quickly to changing circumstances, implement agile methodologies and frameworks such as the Scrum or Kanban to enhance responsiveness, and promote a learning culture, cultivate a culture of continuous learning and development, encourage employees to acquire new skills and stay updated on industry trends, reward experimentation, and view failures as learning opportunities rather than setbacks, and enhance communication, establish transparent and open communication channels, keep teams informed about changes, challenges, and organizational goals, and build resilience, provide resources and support systems to help employees to cope with stress and uncertainty, foster a resilient organizational culture, and encourage collaborative leadership, foster collaboration across teams and departments, break down the silos to promote a holistic approach to problem solving, and focus on emotional intelligence. This item is really important for the modern world. Develop emotional intelligence within the leadership team. Understand and manage your emotions and those of others effectively, and strategic vision and planning. Develop a clear and adaptable strategic vision, outline goals and priorities that align with the organization's mission, and implement scenario planning to anticipate potential challenges and develop strategies for multiple scenarios, and empower and delegate, empower team members by providing them with the autonomy to make decisions within their areas of expertise. Technology adoption, uh, embrace technology to enhance efficiency and decision making. Crisis leadership training, provide training for leaders on crisis management and decision making under pressure, under stress, and conduct regular simulation and drills to prepare the team for the potential crisis. Promote innovation and foster a culture of innovation by encouraging creative thinking and experimentation, and global awareness. Stay informed about global trends, geopolitical shifts, and economic changes that may impact the organization. And you should develop strategies that take into account the interconnectedness of the global landscape. By redefining leadership strategies along these lines, organizations can better position themselves to thrive in VUCA environment, fostering resilience, creativity, and sustained performance among their teams, I can say.
Okay, nice response, Professor. So we have also, this is in line with the previous question, we have also one question again from the chat room. Let me read for you, Professor. How can organization effectively capture, share in terms of tacit knowledge? So it's related to the knowledge management strategy to enhance the adaptability, innovation, and decision making in terms of FUCA. So it's a very nice question also.
The how can sorry, the how can organization effectively capture? Am I right?
Yes.
The question is
Yeah.
just started. Yeah. Uh, effectively capturing, sharing, and leveraging tacit knowledge is crucial for organizations seeking to enhance adaptability, innovation, and decision making in the dynamic context of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And I can say some of strategies to achieve this within knowledge management. The first, create a knowledge sharing culture. Instill a culture that values knowledge sharing and collaboration, and use technology platforms. Implement knowledge management platforms that facilitate the sharing of tacit knowledge. This can include intranet portals, collaboration tools, and enterprise social networks. And communities of practice. Establish communities of practice where employees with similar roles or interests can share tacit knowledge. And storytelling and narrative sharing. Encourage the use of storytelling as a way to share tacit knowledge. And the stories can convey valuable insights, experience, and context. Mentorship programs, implement mentorship programs to facilitate the transfer of tacit knowledge from experienced employees to never ones. Organize workshops focused on transferring uh, and identify and recognize subject matter experts within the organization. These individuals can become knowledge champions and mentors. Encourage collaboration across different departments and functions. Create platforms for interdisciplinary collaboration and knowledge exchange, and establish mechanisms to capture lessons learned from projects, both successful and, of course, the unsuccessful, and implement feedback mechanisms, adopt agile principles in knowledge management to respond quickly to changing circumstances, and leverage data analytics and artificial intelligence to identify patterns, trends, and valuable insights within the tacit knowledge. By incorporating these whole strategies into their knowledge management approach, organizations can better capture, share, and leverage their make informed decisions in VUCA context, as I said.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor. This is only two questions, but it's also represent how good, how important this issue to be discussed. And then if you look at like one of philosopher from ancient Chinese say, if you look at the turbulence, complexity, and crisis, basically you have two chances there. You look at as the very weak, very difficult for you, but you can also have another chance to look at that's opportunity there. So as a scholars, as a scientist, this is the way to explore this chance to get to coming up with the solution. And it's the solution not only for the organization but also for the society. And here this conference also have so many papers, so many ideas, and then I think we are the part of the solution. Okay, before we closing to this session, thank you so much from Dr. Erdogu, 45 minutes presentation, and also we have 15 minutes to question and answer, so 1 hour. For before we closing, we have like a couple seconds for photo session, and also an appreciation from the speaker, from the committee. We have also the certificate for you. Thank you very much, and then see you for the next event.
Thank you. Me too. You're welcome.
Thank you for Dr. Ari Aral Erdogdu and also Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadek PhD for this panel discussion. And before we go to the next session, let's start with the documentation session. We will guide the photo session for today. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1. And once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much once more to Dr. Eileen Erdoglu and also Mr. Ani Muhammad Sadat. And before we go to the next session, there will be a bumper video.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, we would like to give a certificate as well to Mr. Andi Muhammad Sadat, PhD, our moderator, and we would like to invite once more Mrs. Rahmi SAMSM to give the certificate of appreciation, and we will guide the documentation session.
Okay, Mr. Andi Sadat, thank you very much for kindly agreeing to be the moderator for Isc-Beam today. We really highly appreciate your contributions and we are grateful for your time and expertise. Thank you very much.
Most welcome.
Okay, now we are going to do the documentation session. Maybe for the operator teams can start. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1. And once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much for Mrs. Rami SAMSM. And we would like to say thank you again to Dr. Alin Ardukdu and also Mr. Ani Muhammad Sadat, PhD, for the insightful second panel discussion today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to capture our memorable moment of the first International Student Conference on Business, Education, Academic, Accounting, and Management. We would like to invite all the guests and attendees to open their camera as we capture our moment today. Okay. We will count the participation starting from first slide. 3, 2, 1, and slide 2. 3, 2, 1. Slide 3. 3, 2, 1. Slide 4. 3, 2, 1. Slide 5. 3, 2, 1. Slide 6. 3, 2, 1. And the last slide. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you for guests and attendees for your participation.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into our break section, we would like to inform you that there will be a break room for this next parallel session for the International Student Conference of Business, Economics, Accounting, and Management. And for all attendees, please join the breakout room after this break. All students and guests can look at the list of their names with the number of the breakout rooms at the WhatsApp group and the Zoom meeting chats below. And we would like to invite all the guests and attendees to fill the attendance and evaluation form that will be given through this meeting Zoom chat box by our team. Thank you very much.
No, we're going to our break, our 55 minutes, and the parallel session will be open on 8 to 10 to 1 p.m. Jakarta Standard Time. Enjoy the break and see you soon. Thank you.
I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you